the mature decision is to like pause, take a minute, especially if you're young, take a step back and say like, do I even know who I am as a person?
If you don't get your girl back, I'm always here for being the boo-boo.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, not too much.
Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Jaazy, if you don't already know. And y'all, it has been a while since we've done a sit down chat video, but I'm excited to be back. Today we are going to be doing a girl chat. We're gonna talk about things from friendships to insecurities to just growing as a person overall. And I have a special guest with me today as well. But I'm really excited, happy to be back and share the wisdom that I've been learning as I've been taking time away from YouTube, away from long form content, and I'm excited to be back with y'all. I hope that you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you do, and I will see y'all in next week's video. Alright y'all, so I am here with the wonderful Aminah. You can introduce yourself.
Hi loves, it's your girl Aminah. You might have seen me on TikTok or YouTube. I do college lifestyle videos. My TikTok is Aminah C, and my YouTube is also Aminah C.
And what kind of content do you do as well, just so the people can know?
I do lifestyle content, beauty, leveling up your life, you know, girly stuff.
Awesome. We're gonna have all of her tags on the screen and in the description box below, so make sure to go give a follow, and we're about to get into these questions.
Yes.
So we're gonna start off with something cute.
We're very unserious people, guys.
Yeah, it's the end of a long day, to be real.
No, like, oh, literally. Some of these questions that you guys asked us, it hit the spot, and I'm ready to answer them.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna start off with something light, a little lighthearted. What are some things that you do on a self-care day?
Self-care day for me is sleeping.
That's so real. Honestly.
Bruh, oh my God. As a Drexel student, like, I need sleep. I need sleep. Like, I'm talking like hibernation of sleep.
And like, if y'all see like some of my content on Instagram, I'll do like my morning routine, like early morning routine.
Yes.
When it's a time or a season where I need that self-care, I'm gonna like that morning routine. It's not really happening. Like,
no, like literally.
I'm resting because I think it's good to have like self-care days throughout your week. Like I know for me, Sundays are usually the day I'll reset. So I'll do like a meal prep. Maybe I'll like make sure my room is clean, my space is clean. If I have time to like fix up my nails, fix up my lashes for the week, that's when I'll do that too. So those are what I do on like more of that reset day. Yeah. But I think when it's to the point like above that, that's where you really need to just like rest. You can be a mess for a few days, but
no, because literally you can't be your best self if you don't recharge yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do certain things if you're just always exhausted.
Yeah.
And another thing I feel like is a really good way of self-caring is making sure that everything is done on my checklist. Like if I don't have anything in the back of my mind, my week is looking good, less stress. When you know that you're being productive and you're getting stuff done, it gives you a good sense of like, okay, you know, I got the job done. I'm not being lazy. I'm being productive. You know, it's a good feeling to have. It's not always about, you know, getting my hair done because, girl, keep it. I don't know about you, but it'd be expensive.
It is. Or
it's
even
so expensive.
like I learned to do my own hair because it's expensive, but it takes so long. It's like not gonna be done all the time. But it is good to. It's really important to like mentally reset and like mentally make sure that you're rested. And like you said about getting your tasks done, that's really good because when you have stuff like in the back of your head that you know you have to do, it just stresses you out. Like even if you're doing like your homework, you're still thinking like, oh, I have to file these forms, or I have to like go send this money.
It's so depressing.
Or this is due. Yeah, it's just too much. So staying on top of your stuff and like building as you go, like even like I know like for myself, like having my hair done or like having my nails done, that like helps me feel better to like get things done throughout the day.
Of course.
But it's like there's things that come before that, you know what I mean? So making sure that you're also like prioritizing what you need.
One more thing so I would add in this self-care is meditation. Taking time to connect spiritually, reset, and clear your mind, and just, you know, give yourself some peace and just like calm down, you know?
No, especially like in today's society, like we all have our phones, like we're always stimulated all of the time, and it's like it's so bad for us. And like I remember last week I was feeling like just so overwhelmed, like everything was just making me cry. I'm not usually like that either, so it was very like strange for me. And I remember talking to my dad, but he asked, he was like, have you had time to rest your soul? Just like that basic thing that you said of taking that time to just like sit and like actually sit and like be quiet and just meditate on what the thought is that's like bothering you, and just start dissecting things and journaling and processing.
Heavy on journaling.
Yeah, you need to journal.
Yes, heavy on journaling.
Honestly,
for real.
every time I
to
journal,
God too.
yeah, it's so necessary, and it'll help give you clarity. So hopefully that answered that first question well.
Okay guys, so the next question we have here is how to level up as a woman and how to deal with insecurities.
That's good. I feel like when people say like level up, it can mean a lot of different things, you know what I mean? So I feel like first it's like with level up, it's like figuring out what that looks like for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, again, like with social media and everything, it's like there can be this image of what leveling up is supposed to look like, but that's not really true for everybody. And so I think figuring out like what the person is that you feel called to be, or like who you aspire to be. Like I know, like for me, like I look up to my mom a lot and like how she carries herself, and so that's helped me a lot, and like little habits that I have that I've been able to grow in. But everyone first like figuring out what leveling up looks for you. Like not every woman likes to wear makeup and like all of that stuff, so it's like you shouldn't feel like you have to if it's really not you, like at all. And then I guess after that, it's like taking the small steps to like add those things into your routine and like your self-care, kind of like we were talking about earlier.
Definitely. I love that answer too. For me, what I would say about leveling up as a woman, first thing you need to do is have a plan. You know what you want and stick with it and be consistent with it. Don't just say that you're gonna do it and then it's just like it's all over the place. If you're gonna do something, do it and try to be the best at it, you know?
Yeah, that's good. I think it's from that book Atomic Habits that everybody reads. I still haven't read it.
That's a really good book though. I really heard that.
I know, I should read it. But they were saying that like one of the things that really helps in like becoming the person that you want to be and like all of that is to like identify with the thing that you're trying to do. So like for example, like I've been working out more often or getting back into working out consistently, and so it's like instead of thinking, oh, I'm trying to become consistent in the gym, just thinking like I am consistent in the gym. So then when I have those times, kind of like we talked about earlier, I was saying when I was just asleep for like a few weeks.
Literally.
But I know like, okay, but this isn't me. Like it helps me to not internalize it as like, oh, now I'm failing, like I'm going back to what I used to be doing. Like, no, I'm just tired, but I know this isn't me because I'm a person who works out consistently. You know, so it helps you like get back into what you're trying to do. But yeah, I think as a woman, there are a lot of like things that can, I guess, help you level up. Like I know for me, just like having a good hygiene routine. That's number one. Hygiene.
Please, we're begging you guys.
Please. If you don't have that,
I'm screaming. I'm like, oh my god.
If you don't,
we're horrible for that. Oh
we
my
are.
god.
But that's real though.
Yeah, it is. It is real.
Like a basic one. Like the basic.
Please. Please.
A basic routine that helps a lot, I think. Especially on like the women's side of things, just being able to like be clean and like carry yourself in a clean way. Even again, like that has nothing to do at all with like makeup or hair or anything like that. Like that's literally just like your natural self, like as natural as you are, like taking care of that first, like taking care of the body that God has given you. I guess like finding like clothing and like your style helps. Like I know I use Pinterest a lot.
Ooh, Pinterest is my best friend.
No,
like seriously. And TikTok.
Yes.
TikTok helps out too.
Like black skirt outfit.
It used to be Tumblr. Tumblr is no longer. They dispersed it, I guess.
They did.
You want to talk about how to deal with insecurities?
Ooh, yeah.
That's like a touchy subject. But what I would have to say about like insecurities is that embrace it, you know? Everyone has it. Like there's nobody in this world that doesn't have insecurity. It's just that understand that it's something that comes with life and accept it for who you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate yourself because of it, you know? Because I have a lot of insecurities and I shouldn't even be talking about insecurities because I have a lot.
No, that's honestly, that's the perfect answer. Like, because I've definitely grown from a lot of insecurities, like from them allowing them to debilitate me, like childhood when I was younger, and even like recently, just being able to grow so much as a person, because like you said, we all have insecurities, like even like doing things like this, like we were saying, it's like it can be so nerve-wracking, but it's like you would never know, because when you don't, like you said, like identify with your insecurities, like you just allow them to be there, it doesn't come off really to other people until you tell them about it. And a lot of the time we're insecure because we're worried about how people will see us, but people aren't like, it's really all in our heads, you know what I mean? So
like literally,
so I think that's a good way to just accept it and move through life with that insecurity. When it shifts from like insecurity to like negative self-talk, like now you're like downing yourself, like that's when sometimes you have to like get a friend involved and be like, yo, like I've really been feeling like this about myself, or
which is like totally okay, you know, because if you don't have insecurities, are you even human?
Right.
You know what I mean? Honestly, like it's a human thing. And I'm gonna be like transparent. One insecurity that I have is like, sometimes I feel like I'm behind. You know, when you go on social media, you'll see people your age, they're doing like so many great things, you're like, damn, like I need to catch up. Whereas like sometimes God's time is really the best, so like take it easy on yourself. It's gonna come, you know.
I know like one of the insecurities I've been having to like grow through basically my entire childhood till now, like I feel like my personality is something I can be really insecure about, and it's like what do you even do with that, like when you're insecure about your personality?
But you're like so cool.
That's what people, and then that's the problem, like people be like, oh, you're so sweet, oh this, like oh that, and I'm over here like analyzing everything in my head, and it's like one of those things where you really do have to learn to just like be human, like you said, and like, okay, this is my insecurity, but if I don't let it stop me from being myself, like everything will most likely be okay. You know?
Don't let it affect you too much. Like, you got it. You're perfect the way how you are.
Exactly. So as we're growing as a woman ourselves, another question is how to build relationships with other women.
Okay, so how to build relationships with other women. What I would say, find women that you guys have the same common interests. You know, find women that are welcoming. It's kind of like difficult because it really depends on the kind of environment that you're in as well.
Friendships are something that I struggle with, like for like my entire childhood. Like I never really had like, or never felt like I had like that close, like, you know, female friend group. But now as I'm growing as a woman, I'm more confident, learning who I really am, it allows me to make more female friendships and even like reconnect with a lot of friends that I had from like high school and like middle school and things like that. So I feel like I would say, like Aminah said, like connecting with people who you have common interests with is a really great place to start. Like that's how we like first when we were both realized we like social media. It was like, oh my goodness,
we were just like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's so good to like find a moment of connection, and like you can connect with people over so many different things. Like also knowing that like you really don't need like a big, like you only need like one or two really close friends, and I think that helps.
Yes, that's a big one.
Yeah. And then also having like other friends that you can do things with. It's not fair to like put all the pressure on like this girl has to be the perfect friend to me, and like that's just not realistic. Like find the people that you match with, and also find people that you can enjoy life with.
Another thing I would add to that is like people should understand the definition of a friend. You know what I mean? Because not everybody is your friend. You might have some people when you see them, hi, hang out with them, go to parties with them, but to say that this is my friend, you having so many friends is actually questionable, because you know, you should have a strong, solid group where you know that if you're down, you can depend on this person. That's what you call a friend. And once you have that rare jewel, keep it, because it's hard to find, you know? And I would say that you really don't need a lot of friends, because if you have too many friends, you start getting distracted, you start losing focus, you have so many relationships to uphold. For me, I have like 4 friends, and I know that we got each other's back no matter what. That's all you really need.
There's so much pressure, especially in college, like to have all these friends, and it's like really not like, it's not practical, you know, so that's really good. And like with that and like having female friendships, another question is, how do you deal with like navigating cliques in female friendships, and like whether you're in the clique or like outside the clique, trying to be friends with people? Like,
my advice would be like, if you see people already have their own clique, don't try to join it. Don't try to force yourself, because usually cliques are friends that they've been together for some time, or they've known each other, like they've already had their own bond. So you coming as an outsider is kind of like, you know, that's why I said be friends with people who want to be friends with you. You know, don't try to force yourself with anybody, because some cliques are mean, some cliques are nice, but I'm not a big fan of cliques. I actually hate cliques.
That's real though, because like, again, like you said, some are mean, some are nice. Like, like if people aren't automatically like super open to like being your friend and they already have a group, it's not anything bad on you. But like once you realize that and think about it practically, like you said, like if these people have literally been friends for like 5 years,
no, like literally,
me coming up, like there's just no like natural way that I'm gonna be as close with them as they are with each other, unless you find that natural moment where y'all do click, you know? And I think with cliques, it's like it's really not taking it personally. I think is the best way.
Yes,
like,
that's a big one. Don't take it personally. Like, for real.
And if people are being like directly mean to where you can see like they're like, it's like black and white, like it's obvious they're being mean, then you know, like, okay, maybe that's not someone that you wanted to be close friends with anyway. And I guess if you're in that friend group, trying to be open to being friendly with other people, but also at the same time, it's like there's so many dynamics with that. There's a lot of ways that it can go, but I think also just staying open and being the friend that you would want someone else to have. Like noticing when people are also like, maybe they're alone or like they're just joining like the community or something. Like having an open mind and like an open heart.
I would say like, just honestly be yourself. Your friends will find you, and you're gonna find your friend. Like me and Jaazy, like we literally, the fashion show, we just started talking and now we're here today. You know what I mean? Don't force it. It's gonna happen. It's just gonna come naturally. Okay, so the next question, which is like, oh my God, is how to heal from a breakup.
First, whoever asked this, we're sending our love to you.
We're sending so much love
so
to you.
much love.
Okay? So much love. One advice that I would say is keep yourself busy. You know? That's an advice that someone gave me when I was going through my own breakup, and it really worked. Keep yourself busy. Keep your mind on something else. Get on your Zoom, baby, and go go work hard and do something. Become somebody. I'm telling you, like,
it helps, because it's like you have all this. One, you have more time, and then two, you have a new sense of like emotional of energy, I guess, to put towards it. And so it's helpful to like really start to build the building blocks of who you want to be. I think you had said it earlier, but like part of your self-care or leveling up was planning things out. And so I think when you are entering that kind of really tough place, make a plan for yourself on like who you want to be after, because the reality is it's gonna be really hard. You're gonna have really just down bad days. Like it's just gonna be tough, and there's gonna be times when you're also not that person that you want to be. You can't be on 10, you know what I'm saying? And so having something to like reference back onto. But I guess like an advice that I was told that is real is like just give it time, give yourself grace. I think that was the biggest thing that people kept telling me, like, Jazz, like you're being like so hard on yourself. Give yourself grace, let time go. And take the time you need to really sit and like meditate on the relationship and like how you can grow as a person, learning more about the things you can take away, the things that maybe you realize like weren't really for you, and do what you need to do to grow, but give yourself grace.
Give yourself grace, and also allow yourself to feel those emotions. Because like if you try to jump up and try to forget about the person, you're not being reasonable with yourself. It's gonna come back sooner or later. You need to allow yourself to feel those emotions, cry it out, feel that pain, and then get over it. Like it's over with now. I'm in my zone, like you know?
You have to give yourself time to heal, and like finding like that passion project, like Aminah was saying, is so important, because I think like it can be so easy to fall into like maybe now you're like going out a ton, or like you're only being with like your friends a lot, or maybe you want to jump in and start talking to someone else right away, and it's like that's not what's gonna make you heal. Like you have to feel your emotions and then find a healthy outlet for like for something that can give you some sort of like sense of purpose or something.
Find your sense of purpose. I love that. Like I love that.
I think that's the key. Thank you. I think that's
finding a sense of purpose. Wow. Add that to the journal. And remember, like, just tell yourself, am I gonna care about this 5 years from now? Be for real.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay. It feels like you're going to die, but you're not going to die. You're going to be okay.
It hurts, but you're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be okay. It's gonna be ups and downs, but it honestly teaches you a lot about like who am I when I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? And like getting to decide like who I'm gonna be, even in times where I don't want to be that person is really important. Follow-up question someone asked was, are relationships meant to last forever? I think you can wish that they would, and some last longer than others. Sometimes people can come back together, but I think I say that with the purpose of like just the reality of life. Like you know, we're not here forever, so it's impossible for relationships to last forever.
Well, forever is a strong word. Deep down inside, you'll have that feeling if this is gonna last forever or not. You'll have it. But let's speak from our age group. Our age range, we shouldn't be thinking about, especially females, we shouldn't be thinking about forever at this point of our lives. We should be thinking about getting ourselves together, accomplishing our goals, you know, becoming somebody, and then we can be like, all right, I'm ready to settle down. Because your end goal should be marriage, you know? You don't want to be is this controversial if I say like, oh, a forever girlfriend?
I mean, that might be controversial, but that's real.
Should I say it?
You can, and I'll watch it back and decide. Because I can still it. But that's real though. You don't want to be a forever.
You don't want to be a forever girlfriend. You deserve so much more. You're a woman. God created you special. You know, don't allow someone to just waste your time for nothing. You know.
No, that's so real.
And I'm telling you, at this age, usually guys in our age group, they don't be thinking about forever.
It's really easy when we're young to see things as lasting forever, and like. Even still, sometimes in my mind, I'm like a little bit delusional. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's okay to be a little delusional.
A little bit like maybe, you know. But I think the mature decision is to like pause, take a minute, especially if you're young, take a step back and say like, do I even know who I am as a person? And if the answer is no, it's better to take the time to figure that out. And to learn more about who you are, to everything we talked about, like it's things that we probably learn mostly on our own, with God, having our mentors and everything, like to take the time to learn more about who you are, to grow as a person, and to find out the things you love. Like you don't have to have everything together to like, you know, get married, for example, or like things like that, but I think it is important to have at least like a foundation of who you are. Instead of just a foundation of who you are depending on like based on the other person, you know what I mean? Because I think that can happen a lot, like because when you're in a relationship you just become so intertwined in a way, but you have to, before that happens, it's good to know who you are too. Like know who you are. Know who you are first, and then you'll be able to know if it's meant to last forever.
But it's okay to be delulu though. I'm always here for being delulu.
Just a little bit.
Not so much.
I think this is gonna be our last question for today's girl chat. But why are guys told if you love her, let her? Everyone's going through it. Let's say that, because y'all didn't ask any positive relationship questions. Everyone's just
like, I don't even know how to answer them. Like, wow, you guys
are really toxic. But it's real though. We're just struggling together. But it's okay. That's how life goes. But anyways, why are guys told if you love her, let her go, but girls are told if he loves you, he'll come back? I feel like when I read this, the first thing I was thinking it was like almost two different situations. Like I feel like it's, I don't know, I guess maybe from like the traditional mindset of how it's like guys like will like pursue the women type of thing. So from a girl's standpoint, it's like, okay, well like if he really likes me, then he'll continue pursuing me. But then from a guy's standpoint, it's like, if he really likes this girl, he'll keep pursuing her. But if that's not best for the girl, then if he truly loves her more than he wants her, he'll stop pursuing her.
That's not love then. And because to me, if a man loves a lady, there wouldn't be no coming back. He wouldn't do anything to risk losing the relationship in the first place. He wouldn't do anything where he's forced to let her go. That's what you call love. But this person's question is really not making sense to me.
I think there can be two situations. I feel like the more common one is like a guy will be mistreating a woman. Like she likes him so much that she can't let go. So it's like, no, if you love her, let her go.
Let her go.
Or the second one could be maybe they're just not a right fit for each other. But because he cares about her so much, he can't let her go. But it's like, you just have to let go. I guess as girls, are we told if he loves you, he'll come back?
I've never been in that situation.
Yeah,
before,
I don't think
so
I've been told that before.
That's new to me. This person that asked this question, we are sending you much love. Okay.
Right.
From the bottom of my heart.
A lot of love.
A lot of love.
A lot of love. I think just evaluate what's actually objectively like best for you, best for them. And if that includes y'all together, then proceed and don't let her go.
If you don't get your girl back, you that asked that question, go get your girl back.
Yeah, low-key, like if you ask this question, it's like you're kind of sad that the other person is gone.
Yeah, it's like, go get your girl back.
Yeah, honestly, do what you have to do.
Or go get your man back, because I don't know the gender of the person that asked that
And
question.
girls can reach out too. You don't have to just wait. Like sometimes a guy might, if it's a good person, right? This is in the context of like, this was like not like super unhealthy. This person's actually gonna be good for you and add to your purpose and everything like that. Maybe they just don't know how you feel.
That comes back to the part where you said, know yourself first. And then I feel like if you know yourself and then you understand your partner, stuff like this can be avoided.
Yeah, that's real. You know? That's actually so true. That's so true. Because you're more aligned. Yeah.
I like that question though. It had me thinking.
Yeah, exactly. It was a challenge.
It was a challenge. We love that.
Well, before we close out, is there any other advice that you have for the girls in this girl chat? Just to keep in mind as they're going through their lives.
I would say believe in yourself. You're perfect the way you are. Work hard. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Do you, and you'll see where you're gonna go in life. You know, have a goal. Stay focused. You're gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa. Yes. So good. As a person thinks, so they are. So just stay positive. Take the advice that we gave if you found it helpful to you. And yeah, believe in yourself. Like you said, like you really can accomplish so much. As women, we're so strong. We can do so many things, accomplish so many things. Like really the sky's the limit. And life can try to make us feel like we're not. Life can be hard, but just keep moving forward, honestly, and becoming the person that you know you should be.
One thing Nicki Minaj said, work hard. It pays off.
That'd be cute.
That would be cute.
Yeah.
If you guys want this as series, comment down below.
Yeah. Let us know if you want more girl chats.
If you like
topics, yes, and we'll have that ready for you. But thank y'all so much for watching this week's video. Thank you for joining me.
Of course, it was my pleasure. It was so fun doing this video.
Let us know if it was helpful, and I will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's cut.